I'm Brian Kazmierski, editor of American Hard Assets, and this is the American Hard Assets Market Minute. Today we're joined by Mike Getlin of Merit Gold. Mike, we reached that key resistance point of 1424 earlier yesterday, and we've still kind of just muddled around right under it. What are you seeing in the market that's allowing us to stay right there, not go over or drop significantly?
Well, at this point, we've had a very robust run in gold prices over the last month or so. We're up about 20% off of the June lows, which is really indicative of a turnaround in the market. And so a couple things has happened here, I think. First of all, traders are very hesitant to stack on any short positions and take any aggressive stance in trying to take profits off of this rally. Because of what gold has done over the last couple of months. And then when you add to that the growing conflict in Syria and the likelihood of military intervention over there, it is just a terrifying time to be short gold. So I think a lot of the institutional players that have been making good money all year by knocking this market down and kind of grabbing us by the neck and sticking us underwater are taking a very different song these days.
On the silver side, it's been pretty the same, essentially. It's been pretty level. What will eventually change that? Will the price of gold eventually change where silver heads, or will it just kind of stick around itself?
Well, we saw a very interesting occurrence this month where silver actually stepped out ahead of gold and began dragging it to the high side. And that was probably, a result of some overdone selling in the silver market. But what's been interesting now is that we've seen both metals start to sort of assert themselves and buck off the influence of outside markets. So we've seen gold and silver improving on days when the dollar was stronger. We've seen them both going up on days when the stock market was up, days when the stock market was down. And so they're really both trading on their own merits these days. And like gold, I think investors are looking at silver and saying that they think it's too cheap in the low 20s. Keep in mind also we're holding above multiple moving averages that we have broken that were resistance for us and have now really become support. So above $24.50 an ounce for a couple of more days. And again, I think you've seen the same thing in silver you will with gold, which is really a very, very different market from a technical standpoint in the short term and from a fundamental standpoint in the mid and long term.
All right, Michael, I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a good rest of the week.
Hey, thank you very much.
Today's Market Minute from American Hard Assets.